All right, bros. You gassed now. Moment, we'll be going. All right, dude. Here we go. Let's see. All right. Let's see. When we're done. Cruiser, or, destroyers. Yeah. Now let's see here. Fur and cow sled. Fence. This is gross. Okay. Okay. Can we do that in applications? I don't think we can, dudes. We can, but we'll get a penalty. All right. We'll see anyway. I'm so thirsty, bros. There we go.
Action stations.
Enemy force detected.
Spotted.
Enemy cruiser detected. Enemy destroyer detected. Enemy battleship sighted. Enemy cruiser detected.
Enemy submarine spotted. Engine boost activated.
Oh, there you go. Alrighty. What we get here, I think we went to the good for credits. Yeah, it wasn't much, but we did. Alright. All right, bros. Yeah. There we go. See, German. I don't think I've even played with this. I guess I have. Yeah, the captain. Very low. Where? There we go. We need to make some. We need to make some cash, bros. If we don't, we're going to. Wind up going broke here buying signals and stuff. Hey, bro. Yeah, I'm doing all right, bro. I've been sick a lot here lately, bro. I'm starting to feel a little better. been terrible sick.
General quarters.
One good thing.
Autopilot mode
I got
enabled.
3 more chemo treatments and injections will be over with for a while, so pretty happy about that. I've took 18 straight treatments. Man, it's been really hard on me, bro. Thank you for asking. How you been doing there, Wolf? I tell you, bro, we've been under some severe weather here lately, man. I'd say, oh no, we got about 18 inches of snow. Haven't been at to the 30s in 2 weeks now, and I mean it's cold here. I think it's like 14 out right now. It's supposed to get down to about 8 tonight. Trying to get some of this battle or this
Enemy force
cocktail
detected.
pass down there so I won't be just spending my money for nothing, man. You know what I mean? Not this little German ship. I'm thinking I got it. Got a little pass thing, but I'm not for sure.
Enemy
About
cruiser
it.
detected.
That okay, I guess, or man, that don't sound too
Cruiser sighted.
good.
Enemy battleship.
Autopilot mode disabled.
Engine boost activated.
Had to smoke, that's already.
Torpedoes, dead ahead. Critical engine damage. Torpedoes to port.
Oh, let's go ahead of sorry, bro. Damn. I stunk his winter schnitzel. Holy shit. Oh man, sunk that sucker right off the bat, bro. God help me, Lord. I can't play this story anymore, man. I'm late come this morning, man. I mean, honestly, I was nothing but a victim, bro. Literally nothing but a victim. Was those cruisers too, man? I mean, I ain't the best at them. Best at this thing anyway, but I enjoy it. You know what I mean?
Our team has taken the lead.
Got to look and they just like 16 more days left on that dockyard. I mean, it's doable still, but it won't be if I don't play it. You know what I mean? No, bro. We rushed through life. Get to the end, fuck it. When we're young, we always worries. Worries, you know. Or to buy you a new fan. Yeah, I know what you mean, bro. Damn, bro. Ain't about nothing either, man. I started to do them one crate there because the drop rate was pretty decent on it. I couldn't talk myself into it, man. I used to gamble a lot when I was young, man, and I lost quite a lot of money. And after that, man, I just got frugal. I was bad for playing cards. Terribly bad for playing cards. Poker, blackjack, just anything or and loot box what gets me right in boxes, man. It's just not for sure. Yeah, it's a good little haul right there, 3T8s, man. I mean, it really is. That's a pretty good haul in itself for getting 3 Tier A ships. Really is, bro. Did really well there, man. I mean, I'm trying to get more abroad with the game, playing with warships and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Destroyers. I've even been playing some aircraft carriers, and there's something to get used to in aircraft carriers. I mean, like these destroyers, man, I die so much with them. It just gets frustrating, bro. You know what I mean? I was playing ESO, man, them crown crates. Oh, God, dude, I was awful for buying those, man. I'd say a mount I'd want. Then I'd have to sit and open up crates just to get it. Damn, man, I bet you I spent a couple $100 at a whack just trying to get them. I gambled pretty bad on that one. That's what got me to quit playing EA games was them crates. These ain't so bad, and they put the odds up on them. You know exactly how many you have to buy. So you can pretty well judge it out if yeah, that is before it started, bro.
Battle starts.
Well, you ain't kidding, man. That is. Was that the only time they put that ship out around Christmas, bro? Let's see. Start this off.
Autopilot mode enabled.
I'd love to have the new ship go. I honestly regret not buying it. I really do. I come on P when we had it during that auction. I got up to 150, man. After it went higher than that, I said, yeah, I couldn't condone putting a 300 in it. Then I went.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
I had, Not to lie about it. I really did. I wish that I had bought it because I've wanted that, man. Just like it had the sister ship to the Yamada. I have, man. I really wanted it, dude.
Enemy cruiser detected.
regardless. You know, I didn't know that, right? So you guys teach me shit about this game all the time, bro. Really do. What I need to do is set some bars.
Autopilot mode disabled.
Smoke generator started. Smoke screen set.
He disappeared on me. Oh. There he is.
Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes to starboard. Engine boost activated.
Oh, get him.
Enemy destroyer foundered.
Yeah, plane.
Enemy submarine. Critical engine damage.
Enemy battleship sunk.
Oh, Lord, where the... Having a what?
Problem solved, sir.
Warship sighted. Enemy cruiser detected.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
I got a couple of ships out of the Christmas Straits this year, man. Surprisingly. Oh, he's going back in and trying to take it, I was oh, damn submarine.
Concentrate fire on the designated target. Engine boost deactivated. Torpedoes, direct front.
Going down, Augie.
Attention, reporting to target position.
Our team has taken the lead. Enemy cruiser destroyed.
How are you? That's cool, man. That's No, I honestly don't know. No, they put some kind, I forget the name of it, operation during this time, but I think it's new early
All
access to the
forces,
Dutch
capture that
mines is what
area.
they give us this time there. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Did you? I couple ships about all I got. But like I got
Allied aircraft need fire support.
the destroyer I was playing with. I think I got hit out of the pass. Pretty sure it was the pass. I think it was. I think this week coming, or it's Thursday coming. It'll be the test server.
Provide fire support for
We'll
Allied
start for
aircraft.
us. I don't know if I'll play it because if I don't get ahead here on this on this dockyard, I won't get it. And I mean, it's I was caught up real good with them, but I'm like one behind right now. So definitely one behind.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
See me. Oh, oh. I don't know why the hell I was fucking too much dope when I was young, bro. Where I sat there thinking I was fucking something, trying to bring him in to sink that damn aircraft carrier. I got a few over Christmas. You know, I haven't got any out of the what you're playing the test server quite a bit. I normally save them here in tokens, community tokens, and turn them in there after I get enough to get a guaranteed ship. And I've just needed signals and economy boosters and stuff like that, man. I mean, it's hard not to want to play with them. They help you, you know. So, but I just want them deals, you know, it is what it is.
Our victory is in sight.
Yeah, that's a nice little pull right there, too, dude. I swear. This one here, I'm pretty sure I got it out of wasn't last time's battle pass. I think it was one before. I think I got this one there out of it as well. Cause I got a couple of destroyers out one of those passes. not honestly remembering exactly which one, you know. 17-foot one into these. I don't really remember playing with this one, but I guess I have, you know. I don't think I got that many of them European ships. Maybe one battleship and a destroyer, maybe a couple destroyers in them. I believe a couple.
Autopilot mode enabled.
I'm still saving coal, man. It's wanting to get the. There's a coal ship I've been at.
General quarters.
I got so many captains to rank up. I don't want to take on no more captains at the moment. Or ships, for that matter, to be honest. I mean, I need to just try to upgrade some of what I got, man. I mean, how many ships you got now, bro? I'd say you got 400, don't you? I got like 100 now. That's good for California. What do you think of it?
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
Autopilot mode disabled.
Smoke generator started. Enemy cruiser detected. Smoke screen set. Enemy destroyer detected. Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
Torpedoes to port. Enemy battleship sighted.
Just 2 matches in. Yeah, I like the West Virginia. Well, that's partial to it, where it's Check, check fire with flash.
Our team has taken the lead. Enemy cruiser sunk.
Enemy battleship sighted.
Cruiser foundered.
I think that's about the most I've sunk with a damn cruiser.
Enemy destroyer detected.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
Engine boost activated.
Enemy battleship detected.
Oh, beached out.
Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes, direct front. Engine boost deactivated.
Our victory is in sight.
Smoke generator started. Ship is on fire. Smoke screen set. Problem solved, sir.
Yeah, that'll work. I mean, 5 cent on bars, which don't really a lot of incapacitated too, I think, on this one. Yeah. Quite a bit unset on for Evans as well. Let's see. I don't even think I've played with this ship. I haven't. Today ain't gonna be the day I start either. Yeah, that's what I thought when I first. My goodness, man, I've sold them to what it is. Okay. Yeah, today ain't gonna be the day I start with. Alright. Yeah, I got a bound to make some cash up, man. Remember how this one? Yeah, well, I should be alright for burning. Is that a high enough tier? I don't know if that's even high enough tier on there. Yeah, five, tier 5. You got both the West Virginias, bro, or which one do you got? I got them both. Uh, I like the 44 about the best, the tier 7 one. It's got about the best guns. Mid to long range, they're a little iffy to hit with, but short does a good job. You know, not to lie. Does a decent job. It ain't as good as Brawlers I thought it'd be, though. I thought it'd be a really good Brawling ship, but it honestly isn't. Lacking some fundamentals, isn't it? The secondaries don't fire
Battle
fast enough to
starts.
suit me, and I like the shorts. Yeah, I got them. I got them both, bro. The 44 is a good ship. It's just they for us, they advertised it as Brawler, and I mean, it's not that great a Brawler in my book. The secondaries are when seems like it takes them too long to get going. You do, or done, you've done got lit up. Don't get me wrong, it's a good ship. It just I I wanted mostly to play Browse with, and it's I think I had an early Burke one mine when I got it. Pretty short ago.
Enemy force detected.
Damn boy, that sucker set that right on board. Burns and shit. He sunk in. That's torpedoes in there.
Enemy battleship sighted.
You need to give us more special captain. I mean, I'm all about the captains. Lord, that's yeah. Dude's on a bombing run, eh?
Our team has taken the lead.
I've been using housing in my West Virginia. I've got in well, I was using, and then the 44 is where it's secondary gun build. It's I've been trying to. I think early Burke's the one come with it. I think that's the one I'm bringing it. Go back in it.
Engine boost activated.
Sorry, bro.
Requesting
I've been so
support.
damn congested and shit. Check. All right. Yeah. I used to wonder when I was young, bro, about my grandpa. He always packed a handkerchief. Now I know why. You learn shit as you get older. Why your grandparents and shit used to do shit. I mean, come in there, yeah, we're with you. And I'm in the hell no. He captures it, we got it. Where that goes. 3 ships still in play though. Man, I could probably do better, fire starting, playing operations, but man, I can't live that long playing operations. But we'll try it anyway. Hell, it ain't gonna kill me. If it does, it does. There we go. Let's see. What we got here with this? I don't even remember playing this. I have it. It's got a tier 10 captain in it. On it. See, I got this guy, man, and we can look. So we can destroy her anyway. That'll work, I guess. It was nice talking to you too, Wolf. I hope you have a good night's rest, my friend. Let's say turn and try to get a little ranking on these battle pass, hopefully. Game pass, whatever they want to call them. Dockyards, definitely, hopefully. It's what I'm attempting, but
Action stations.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Enemy force detected. Enemy destroyer detected.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
Nah. Horse hockey, man. Horse hockey. Uh-oh. Outranged him. It's all DD, man. That's why I like playing operations with DDs. They're easy to get outranged, you know.
Enemy cruiser sighted. Enemy destroyer sighted. Enemy cruiser sighted. Enemy destroyer sighted. Enemy cruiser detected. Enemy destroyer detected.
Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes to port.
Autopilot mode disabled.
Pull below the waterline. We're flooding quickly.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
We're dead.
Problem solved, sir.
Autopilot mode enabled.
All right, we should be able to get it now. Start something back up. Maybe. Hopefully we can. Let's give it
Engine boost activated.
a kick here. Might be able to make us a little bit of cash. Doubt it, man. It's time to make cash with the destroyers in this. We need to make some cash over. We want to buy some more settlers.
Engine boost deactivated.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled.
Alrighty. Oh,
Critical engine damage. Smoke generator started.
Get back!
Smoke screen set.
Enemy cruiser sighted. Enemy destroyer detected.
oh, falling short is turning out.
Enemy cruiser sighted. Enemy destroyer detected. Enemy cruiser sighted.
Engine boost activated.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Torpedoes to starboard. Ship is on fire. Torpedoes, direct front. Critical engine damage. Torpedoes to starboard.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Alright,
Problem solved, sir. Hull breach. We're taking on water quickly. The ship is on fire.
dead. Huh. May dried out there, we go, something. We'll get this crap going. I mean, it just takes time. If you had it or not there, like deck. Let's see. We probably went in the hole there. No. Surprisingly, that's a good credit score of 190, huh? Alrighty, let's see. Let's see here. I got enough to go up the next tier on them. These, find it here. That one. Early access Dutch. Let's send 50, man. This one. No. Damn, where the hell is it? This one. No. Buddy. Oh, oh. Arctic World, is that the one it's in? No. This one. I need another 100 now. Yeah, I need another 100 in them. Hang on here, brothers. Try to adjust the color on my TV here. Let's try that. My bad there, Honky. Okay, man. Let's see here, brother. I think that'll help it. I don't know if it's dead or not. One extra. Yeah, that helps a little bit. Oh, we ain't got nothing on this one. We might be able to do all right, I guess. I don't know.
Ship commanders, suppress enemy resistance. Provide cover for the convoy. Warship commanders, provide cover for the transport ship.
Enemy force detected. Enemy destroyer detected.
Ship is on fire. Main turret critically damaged.
detected. Destroy the enemy transport ships.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
Ship is on fire! Problem solved, sir. Torpedoes, dead ahead. We're hull below the waterline. We're flooding quickly. Critical engine damage. Problem solved, sir.
Hey, bro.
Enemy cruiser detected.
All enemy transport ships were destroyed. Ship commanders, provide cover for the transport ships.
Critical engine damage. generator started.
Attention, enemy forces detected.
Smoke screen set.
Clear the base zone of enemy ships. Destroy all enemy warships.
Enemy cruiser sighted.
This is the convoy commander. Our troops are starting to land. This is the convoy commander. Protect the base.
Ship is on fire.
Battleship detected.
Problem solved, sir. Smoke generator started. Ship is on fire. Critical engine damage.
This is the convoy commander. Enemy onshore installations were suppressed.
Smoke screen set.
ends in 5 minutes.
Bro, one okay. About 3 XP. We ain't gonna try, but I'm gonna tell you, store that. Got your. Okay. Give me a second, bro. Let me give me something to drink my notes. Got back. All right, bro, son. Yeah. It's already 2 a.m. Okay. Yeah, we've been at this a little bit, ain't we, bros? Surprisingly. Let's see here. Okay. Hate to look, man. I know we still like a lot. No? Do I know? 16 of 14. I believe we might be able to do it a little faster to play co-ops. I believe we can. Maybe. I mean, don't hold me to it, dudes, because it's slow having to do these.
General quarters.
Okay, well, we ain't going nowhere unless I put this keyboard back on my lap here. Just saying.
Autopilot mode enabled.
You know, might help. That might help a lot for a keyboard back on my lap. We'll find us some news or something. Or that. God, help them out. Oh, Lord. Yeah, we'll find us some news or something to gossip about, you know. What my old buddy, my old pal Donald J's into, you know. He's always good for a good story.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
Thursday,
Enemy destroyer detected.
he wasn't the greatest
I need intelligence
president.
data.
Don't lie about it. He's dead, I shouldn't know. It's really good.
Enemy cruiser.
I thought he was a decent person and everything. When it come to his foreign policies and I just wasn't
Autopilot mode
for
disabled.
Peanut Man.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
Ain't not to lie, you know. I can lie, try to sugarcoat it and shit where he's passed away, but I mean, history itself's going to hold it down that he wasn't that great, Roseanne. He let one of their embassies get attacked. It took hostages. He was no term. He couldn't get them back. The economy went stale under him. Poverty level went up. But
Enemy submarine in sight.
he was the answer for Vietnam.
Enemy battleship sighted.
And Nixon.
Torpedoes to starboard.
I mean, we look back today at how Nixon is remembered. I mean, what Biden and them has done during his administration has been a lot worse than what Nixon did. And Nixon went down in history. We resigned. But the real kicker was that Ford pardoned him. And he
Our team
wasn't
is taking the lead.
convicted.
Torpedoes direct front.
And there was a real big controversy over it as well.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
But-
Torpedoes dead ahead. Torpedoes direct
But
front.
now you got Hunter.
Torpedoes dead
That
ahead.
is
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
basically same shit. But it's not.
Torpedoes to starboard.
So naturally, you have conflict of interest about it. I mean, I'm not going to joke about it. I've said it from the time that he got convicted that Biden wouldn't pardon him, and he did. And don't get this big old, well, I'm disappointed. I thought maybe you would. It's just, oh, bro, that's just kidding. I mean, I think no father who truly loves their son will watch him go to jail and him with the power to do something about it. And it's just the truth about it. Be honest, I would have thought lesser of him if he'd have let him went to jail, and I have that he didn't. That's honesty, dudes, because it's what dads do. Like it or not, that's what dads do. I mean, I'm not condoning Biden's action. I do get it, and if I was in that position, I would have done the same. You're not going to sit back, wait a minute, Rosa. You're not going to sit back and let your child go to jail, bro, and you got it within your purse to do something about it. I mean, now, uh, You'd let your kid go to jail and you could stop it. You're a cold-hearted piece of shit, bro. It's your kid, bro. It really is, man. Lord, almost 12 died in California over in wildfires, haven't they? I'm reading there. That's sad, bros. Let's click. Let's see what's that. But way I see it, dude.
Burned through Los Angeles County in California. At least 11 people have been killed and at least 180,000 forced to evacuate, with authorities expecting the death toll to increase. Over 100,000 residents remain under evacuation orders in the Palisades, Eaton, Hearst, Kenneth, and Lydia fires, according to the Los Angeles County Sheriff. Firefighters continue to battle the wildfires spread across the Los Angeles area. The largest, the Palisades fire, has now scorched over 21,000 acres and destroyed thousands of structures.
Never in a million years would we think that a fire would come down and completely destroy not just this neighborhood, but half or more of the entire Pacific Palisades. It's devastating. It's surreal. It's hard to put into words.
In Washington, President Biden pledging to pay for 100% of the state's immediate costs for the next 180 days.
He can't do that. Biden can't. He won't be in office for 10 days. Trump can stop it. And the way him and Newsom's going at it, I'd say he will. If he doesn't, it's because of the citizens. And him and Newsom's having it out. I mean, it's just in the news and obvious. There's a little piece on it. Speak of the devil's Trump and Newsom. All right, bro.
Policies like
not interested.
President-elect Trump accusing California Democrats of what he calls woke environmental policies.
I'm not interested in politicizing an event like this. I don't like the
you don't want to talk about the politics because it's on your party.
Now, there's a petition circulating that is calling for her immediate resignation, and it's gone.
In this video today, Gavin Newsom gets exposed for cutting the firefighting budget. He also throws local leaders under the bus as well. Elizabeth Warren makes a fool of herself trying to capitalize on the California wildfires. These stories and more in this video, but let's start with that bombshell story. Now, the New York Post is reporting this story. California Governor Gavin Newsom passes off wildfire response blame to local leaders. So I'm going to go right to the quote to show you guys. And by the way, these quotes are coming from his appearance on a podcast that is during all of this going down, which is bad for optics, which I don't even have to explain that to you. But the quote is this: "We had my team start talking to local leaders saying, what's going on? And when you start getting different answers, then I'm not getting the actual story." Newsom admitted that the state may have had some lackluster responses regarding the devastating blaze, but claimed he wouldn't be able to have a sober evaluation until after the wildfires are brought under control. Instead, he bragged that the state secured dozens of helicopters and pre-positioned engines, personnel dozers, and more than half a dozen counties over the weekend in preparation for the strong Santa Ana winds. And of course, he didn't waste no time pointing a finger at Donald Trump, who earlier this week slammed Newsom for failing to do a good job at handling the crisis and claiming California wasn't taking advantage of ocean water to extinguish the flames because they were worried it would affect marine life. And that's absolutely true. And I'm going to show you the clip here shortly of where he's trying to obviously debunk this, save face, change the narrative, label it all misinformation. So let me start you off with clips where you're going to start to see him make his rounds on the media and on a particular podcast. But first, here is a clip of him saying that Trump needs to come to California and prove that he has the backs of Californians. Watch this.
We want to get them emergency assistance over the course of the next 18 months. That's why I was with the FEMA director today. That's what the President of the United States and I are talking about, and I'd like to have that conversation with the next President of the United States. Let's turn the page as it relates to the new incoming president. We'd like him to have the spirit of the current president and have the backs of people so we can recover. I want him to visit and understand the magnitude of this scope, what happened to the American people that happen to reside here in California. I'm not interested in politicizing an event like this. I don't like the banality of it. I don't like the inhumanity of that. I would like people to focus on a collaboration between the executive in Washington, D.C. and in the state of California to help rebuild a community that's been completely ravaged.
So let me just get this straight. He doesn't want anybody to politicize this event moving forward, but he's the same guy who politicized this event himself by also responding to what President-elect Trump said. And what I mean by that is if you don't want to politicize something, then don't answer certain questions. Just tell them next question. But the fact that you wanted to go in on Trump and say you had things to say about him and you were blaming him for X, Y, and Z, that sounds like you're politicizing it yourself. And a great example of this is instead of actually being on the front lines and being where he could actually be of help, he's conducting a podcast where he's blaming conservatives for spreading misinformation. Watch this.
Well, as the fires rage on, lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are reacting and pointing blame, right? President-elect Trump accusing California Democrats of what he calls woke environmental policies, like prioritizing wildlife over water management, for hydrants losing water pressure, and some even coming up dry. No water there. Governor Newsom today responding, accusing conservatives of spreading lies.
What the president-elect was saying about state water project and the Delta smelt somehow being culpable of, somehow leading to some of the challenges that we face down here it's words. It's a salad. It's a form and substance of fog. It's made up.
It says it's made up.
So the entire story about the spelt fish being endangered, which is why you called off certain projects that clearly Californians had voted for and allocated money for, that's all made up. That's all misinformation. Got it. Okay. And that's why, again, he is displaying, just like the mayor has been displaying, a great deal of incompetence. And that's why moving forward, what you're seeing is he's trying to label everything misinformation unless it's coming from him as the truth. Now, let me show you an example of this. New York Post just posted this story about Gavin Newsom and how he was cutting the budget when it came to fighting fires in California. Let's go ahead and read that. And here's that article. California Governor Gavin Newsom cut $100 million for fire prevention before deadly wildfires. And they go on to say this, that the fiscal 2025 budget signed in June eliminated $101 million from 7 wildfire and forest resilience programs. This included cutting $5 million from CAL FIRE's now $129 million budget for field reduction teams, including funds used by the state's National Guard for vegetation management work aimed at reducing threats of fires igniting and spreading. And here's some other cuts. They are reporting $28 million that was supposed to be used on wildfire resilience, $12 million from a home hardening pilot program to make homes more resilient to wildfires. Makes sense. $8 million from fire monitoring and research spending, and $4 million from a forest legacy program that encourages landowners to manage their own properties. And of course, Gavin Newsom responded, or whoever does his Twitter responded here. A ridiculous slide. We have doubled the size of our firefighting army, built the world's largest aerial firefighting fleet, and increased the forest management tenfold since taking office. Okay, but clearly there has been shortages in that same fleet. And in the manpower, which is why we've had to have multiple states volunteer. We even have Canada involved and now Mexico involved. And what's interesting in the comments section is this post. The redheaded libertarian said this: so you added more manpower to fight fires, but cut money from programs that prevent fires. The article addresses 60 million of those cuts. And the point that I think she is making is, okay, Gavin Newsom, you come out here and you celebrate that you're actually treating the symptoms, but you're not doing anything about the causes. Now, people became very enraged when they saw him do the podcast with Pod Save America, which I think is definitely a political move on his behalf, and he's been getting ripped for it. He's also getting ripped for this other interview where he starts to call out looting. And I think this is the first time we ever saw him this emotional about that particular word. Let's take a look at that. It's really quick.
How to keep people safe, no looting, zero tolerance for looting. That's why these guys are out here, and I'm very grateful for them, particularly these critical checkpoints that allow law enforcement to move more mobilely and do the interior work.
And then he went on X and called out Elon Musk for calling that clip from Gavin Newsom. He calling him a clown is really what happened. But here's what Gavin Newsom had to say in response. Stop encouraging looting by lying and telling people it's decriminalized. It's not. It's illegal, as it always has been. Bad actors will be arrested and prosecuted. Yeah, but the problem, Gavin Newsom, is clearly we've been soft on crime in California, which is why in this past election, Californians voted at an overwhelming percentage, which is 70%, to actually crack down on this type of crime. So the criticism is not misplaced, which is why in the comment section he gets eaten up here. Sean Ryan wrote, I see you don't actually prosecute or arrest anyone for a misdemeanor in California, and everyone knows that, which basically makes it legal. Outstanding law and order you have there. It's playing out exactly as suspected. But remember, he doesn't want to do any more finger pointing, right? He doesn't want to do any more blame. He doesn't want to politicize anything. Let's listen to him say that in his own words.
No, it may be the absolute explanation, but there's so much mistrust and finger pointing. Let's just get the facts and let's get them out quickly. Let's stop the finger pointing. Let's just assess the truth. I'm not interested in who's to blame. I want to know what happened.
Well, we already know what happened. Incompetence is what happened. Our leaders were not prepared. That's what happened. People lost their homes. That's what happened. Water was not available where it was absolutely needed. That's what happened. And so I told you guys what this guy's going to try to do is control the narrative and claim that everything that is contradictory or that criticizes whatever he is saying is misinformation. Now, before we get to what he had to say about all this, let's hear from today's sponsor, Colonial Metals Group. All right, now let me share something with you guys. I believe in having a substantial percentage of my financial future secured with gold and silver. That's why I decided to partner with today's sponsor, Colonial Metal Groups. They've helped me set up a safe and secure self-directed IRA where I can have access to my assets, no matter what the stock market is doing, and for that matter, no matter what the government is doing. Go to freegoldguide.com/Devori for your Colonial Metal Group's retirement protection kit, created specifically for people like you. That is freegoldguide.com/Devori or call 1-800-757-5158. That is 1-800-757-5158. Qualified applicants can receive up to $7,500 in additional silver to their account. Call now. He has now launched this website called CaliforniaFireFacts.com, and here's what he had to say about it. A lot of misinformation out there. Just launched a new site to ensure the public has access to fact-based data around the Southern California wildfires. The truth, California did not cut our firefighting budget. We have nearly doubled the size of our firefighting army and built the world's largest aerial firefighting fleet. California has increased forest management tenfold since we took office. California will not allow for looting. And so if you actually go to this website, a lot of it is actually his rhetoric that he wants people to believe. He's calling out, obviously, conservative accounts and trying to debunk them. And you guys can check this out for yourself if you want. Now, what's interesting, which takes me to the next thing this clown is doing, he's asking people to donate to the Cal Fire Foundation. And everybody actually received a text message from the governor doing this. Let me show you an example of that. So here's that text message. It's a picture of him and Karen Bass, the mayor. Gavin Newsom here with an update on the California fires and a request for you to make a contribution to the California Fire Foundation. We are putting all available resources behind fighting these fires, including leveraging local and federal assets. Hurricane force winds have made this into one of the largest firefighting challenges in modern American history. Then he goes on and on and on, which I'm not going to even waste your time reading that. But the bottom line is this, because this is the person who shared it. They said, we already donated by force the highest taxes in the nation. Now you want more because you wasted our billions on your woke pet projects. No thanks. I support them, but will support them by removing you as their boss and governor. Now, needless to say, it's heating up for the governor, which is why he's trying to cover his you-know-what and control the narrative and label things misinformation. And that also applies to the mayor, Karen Bass, because there is a petition going around in an effort to get her recalled. I signed that petition myself, and I'll drop the link in the description below, by the way. So if you are in California, you want to sign it. But let me show you a clip of this.
And not only is Governor Newsom facing criticism here, but we're also seeing other leaders in California, including Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass, facing some criticism here. Now, there's a petition circulating that is calling for her immediate resignation, and it's gotten more than 56,000 signatures so far. Now, Bass spoke at a press briefing today, saying everyone, including LA officials, needed to stay focused.
Now, so far, this petition has reached 73,000 verified signatures. Now, I actually took the time out to read the rules on recalling the mayor. And first, the signatures, you have to be a registered voter of the city. And also, the quantity of signatures required is 15% of the total amount of votes that were casted during the last mayoral election, which, if I rounded up, was 1 million. So, in other words, all that the city needs is 150,000 individuals who are registered to vote in the city of Los Angeles to get the recall effort actually going. So we'll see what happens. Now, allow me to tell you what else is happening behind the scenes that I think needs more attention. So while all these wildfires are happening, you know what California legislators are doing? They are trying to Trump-proof this state. Yes, they are meeting and having discussions about how they're going to stop Trump by allocating $25 million. Now, of course, the media caught wind and confronted one of them about this, and of course, he was all over the place. Check this out.
Now the right time to have a special legislative session on allocating money to fight Trump in a way that you could already do without a special legislative session?
So I'm here to address these wildfires. This is a historic wildfire.
People are trying to understand what's going on and are worried about disaster relief, worried about the ability to get homeowners insurance. Your chamber gavelled into a special legislative session to prepare for Donald Trump.
That was a reporter finally holding the Democrat Speaker of the California State Assembly his feet to the fire, demanding to know why they're doing a special legislative session to get $25 million more in spending in order to sue the Trump White House in court, when tens of thousands are now homeless from the LA wildfires still blazing away.
Now, here's what the California Attorney General had to say. And of course, we know this is the mindset of these individuals. They're so unhinged. He says that if the new administration breaks the law, the AG's office will take legal action. For example, immigration. SB 54 prevents the federal government from using local and state law enforcement for immigration raids. So pretty much, they don't want to play ball as it pertains to getting illegals out of this country, especially ones that have committed crimes. Let me give you an example here. Quote, if it goes to getting done, if it's going to get done, they need to do it themselves. So local law enforcement and state law enforcement cannot. They're prohibited under state law from cooperating with federal authorities when it comes to immigration enforcement in the state of California. That's the law. Now, let me just tell you guys, since I live in California, this decision is not something that is actually being put in front of the voters. California has a habit of passing laws without consulting voters. They just sign it into law and that's it. So that's why you're seeing this madness take place. Now, what I didn't hear in this entire story was California calling a special legislative session for the wildfires. You don't hear that. You don't hear any special meetings, none of that. But they had to get together in order to stop Trump. And you'd think they would have learned from the election, but of course they did not. And this is all going to be at their own demise. I mean, this is going to be a catastrophic failure once again. And it just makes you shake your head. Now, the next story is going to make you shake your head too, because Elizabeth Pocahontas Warren is back in the news once again, making a fool of herself. And she's trying to capitalize on the California wildfires by putting up a donation link and convincing her followers that they're actually donating to the wildfires, but they're actually donating to Democratic campaigns. Yes, I know. Check this out. Now, here is the actual post. It's still up. It was from this morning. And it says this: to help support the communities around Los Angeles being devastated by wildfires, can you split a donation between the Los Angeles Fire Department Foundation and United Way of Greater Los Angeles? 100% of your donation will go directly to these organizations. And guys, oh my God, If you read the actual URL, it says secure.actblue.com. Isn't ActBlue under investigation? What's going on here? And of course, it got community notes in on this, which reads, this is not a link to charity. It is a link to a Democrat fundraising platform. They take 3.95% of all transactions. You can donate directly to these charities. Los Angeles County Fire Department Foundation, there is the link. And United Way of Greater Los Angeles, there's the link as well. Now, here is another clip. I mean, you just can't help but to continue to find these Democrats making a fool of themselves over this entire tragedy. And instead of doing the common sense thing, which is to put politics aside and focus on the root causes of this particular issue, and to actually be on the ground and help these individuals who are obviously struggling over this. No, they're in the media trying to defend their woke policies that have not worked, clearly. Here's another example of that, where Congresswoman Maxine Waters, who should have retired 20 years ago, actually gets a reality check from none other than Chris Cuomo. I know. Can you believe it? Check this out.
Instead of this business about Democrats or Republicans, get the information up on the screens. Where can you go in Altadena? Where can you go in Pasadena? Where can you go in Malibu? Where can you go in the Palisades? Where can you go in San Fernando Valley? They don't know. They're looking for help, and that's what we should be dedicated to.
I agree.
And you too.
We are doing it. We will continue to do it. I think you are right. However, it can also be seen that you don't want to talk about the politics because it's on your party, because the mayor and the governor are Democrats who arguably should have had the people in Altadena better prepared for this. They should have the resources more available so they don't need me to put them up, because the state has been doing the work. And that if they've been preparing the situations for wildfires like they were made aware of, instead of cutting deals with PG&E and insurance companies, they would have prepared the state. That is not unfair criticism. Is it too soon? Maybe, but the questions are real.
Let me tell you something. I'm not in the business of protecting anybody. And I think that my work over the years that I've been involved have been absolutely on point in dealing what has to be dealt with in order to help the people.
Now, clearly she is triggered about all of this. And she's more outraged by the legitimate questions than outraged by the lack of the city being prepared for this tragedy, right? I find that to be fascinating as well. And she doubles down and says this.
First thing you got to understand is services cost money. And we should be willing to get the richest people in this country, the richest 1% that is protected, make sure they pay their fair taxes so that we can have the money to provide the services. With that money and with those resources, the people who have been selected or elected to do the job should do the job. I don't care who it is. It could be Democrat, it could be Republican, it could be whatever. But the fact of the matter is, we all should have heavy hearts right now.
Okay, so you knew she was going to go to that level of the rich need to pay their fair share, because that's what they do when they don't have anything else to say. But again, what does that have to do with the actual tragedy itself? What does that have to do with the city being obviously lacking the resources it needs? Why are they underfunded? Clearly the money is there, but the priorities are not. So what does that have to do with taxes? We know that California is the highest tax state, and the areas that were actually turned to ash are of individuals who have a little bit more money than the average person in LA, that is for sure. So I don't know where she was going with all of that. All right, so here's my question. I'd love for you guys to answer in the comment section below. I did link the petition that you can sign, especially if you're from California or in that area, or you have a family member there, have them sign it. But my question is this: do you believe there will be enough signatures to initiate the recall process for the Los Angeles mayor, Karen Bass? Let me know what your thoughts are about that in the comment section below. Now, speaking of the mayor, the Los Angeles fire chief threw her under the bus yesterday, where she made her rounds on the media and exposed the incompetence of the mayor and how much that mayor has been underfunding the fire department. Now, this led to a closed meeting between both of them, and reports at the beginning of the night stated that she was fired. But then the mayor came out later and said, no, that is not true. Let me just say, in short, it's a lot of drama and a lot of different stories that you want to definitely get into. So if you guys want to check out that video, all you have to do is click on it because it's coming up right now.
With so many choices on Booking.com, there are so many Tina Feys I could be.
Our victory is in sight.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Oh, I like old Charlie Kirk.
The tables in this debate that left her speechless. This smug Kamala supporter thought she could corner Charlie Kirk, but watch how he turns the tables in this debate that left her speechless.
Do you think we should ban fracking?
Yes, I do.
Does your candidate?
She's kind of iffy on that one.
Do you think she's telling the truth when she says she's for it?
She's working on winning an election.
Oh, winning an election, so just tell the voters what they want. Right. Kamala Harris is a corporate shill who actually does not believe in freedom of speech. She censors her opponents.
Neither does Donald Trump. The internet, I'm sorry, is not a utility. The only way for freedom of speech to be impeded is if the government does something, but they said that those are private corporations. Do you believe that private corporations should be able to make decisions about what they do?
It's a lot more nuanced than that. Like
is it?
Yeah, so for example, should United Airlines be able to kick us off because we're Republicans now?
Well, what do you think?
Because there's only 3 carriers, and so it's more nuanced than that. For example, could AT&T should be able to drop your calls if you say you're supporting Kamala, if it's owned by a Republican? Answer the question.
This smug Kamala supporter thought she could corner Charlie Kirk, but watch how he turns the tables in this debate.
True. Okay, that's about Clint Eastwood here.
Dilemma and our confrontation with the fates. Human beings engulfed in a lunatic dictatorship. Men brutalized by their fellow men in a hostile river. Families ripping up their old roots.
Fame can buy you everything in Hollywood except the courage to speak up. One man dared to challenge the rules. At 94, Clint Eastwood stands alone against cancel culture. His 1973 Oscar joke still infuriates social media today. What sparked this decades-long war with woke culture? Let's talk about Hollywood's biggest nightmare, a man who doesn't give a damn about their precious feelings. While A-listers are hiring sensitivity consultants to check their Instagram captions, Clint Eastwood is out here making the cancel mob's head spin faster than his 6-shooter in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. The year was 1973, and the Academy Awards stage was set for what would become Hollywood's longest-running rebellion. Marlon Brando had just pulled the ultimate Hollywood stunt, refusing his Oscar for The Godfather and sending Native American activist Sachin Littlefeather in his place. Then comes Eastwood, swagger intact, delivering words that would make Twitter implode today. I don't know if I should present this award on behalf of all the cowboys shot in all the John Ford westerns over the years.
Wow. I don't know if I should present this award on behalf of all the cowboys shot in all the John Ford Westerns over the years.
Back then, it got a few nervous laughs. Today, it would have sparked 14 Twitter threads, 20 YouTube apology videos, and enough think pieces to fill the Library of Congress. But here's what makes Clint different. He doesn't just refuse to apologize, he doubles down.
What do I care about? It's not the younger generation, it's the older generation now. The younger generation's fine.
Everybody's walking on eggshells, he growled in a recent interview, probably while making that squinty-eyed look that made a million bad guys rethink their life choices. That's the kiss-ass generation we're in right now. We're really in a Psy generation.
Talk about political correctness in a new Esquire magazine interview. Here's the quotes. Everybody's getting tired of political correctness. Kissing up. That's the kiss-ass generation. I'm sorry I used that word. Generation we're in right now. Everybody's walking on eggshells.
Now, if those words made you clutch your pearls, maybe switch to a video about puppies, because we're just getting started.
It's dull. It's, nobody's enjoying. I grew up in a neighborhood with lots of different types of people, a lot of different nationalities, and along the way, because I moved a lot, I was born in the Depression. And so I moved a lot, and I knew a lot of people, and I always enjoyed the differences. And I think if people enjoy the differences in everybody, then they are willing to, to have fun with it. We used to have fun with it. We'd insult each other and laugh and scratch with it, and it was not a bad thing. People didn't take themselves that seriously at that point in time.
Take his directing style. While modern directors spend months creating safe spaces on set, Eastwood's philosophy is simpler. Just say the lines and don't bump into the furniture. No 100 takes, no method acting drama, no trigger warnings. One take, maybe two, then move on. It's the kind of old school efficiency that makes modern Hollywood look like a freshman drama workshop.
He treats his actors like horses. Because when he was doing, there's a great show, Rawhide. I don't know if you're old enough to remember Rawhide. He played Rowdy Yates, a Western. And he had all these old directors there who directed movies that made a big deal about yelling action. We're rolling. All right, stand by. This is the take. Everybody ready? Out of 3, 2, 1. Action! And every time they would do that, the horses they were on would bolt, action! And they'd have to, so when you're in a Clint Eastwood movie, you don't even know the camera's rolling, and you just hear over your shoulder, all right, go ahead. and then, you do it, and sometimes you're doing some pretty hot stuff, and you just keep...
His film Gran Torino is a perfect example of how he flips the bird to modern sensibilities. The main character, Walt Kowalski, is a grumpy Korean war vet who spews politically incorrect statements like a broken fire hydrant. In 2008, critics squirmed, but praised it. If released today, the think pieces would break the internet. But here's what the woke mob doesn't get. Eastwood's characters aren't meant to be role models. They're real people, warts and all. If you want to tell a story about the human condition, he once said, you don't need to sugarcoat it. Take American Sniper. While Hollywood was debating whether war movies were too triggering, Eastwood delivered a raw, unfiltered look at combat trauma. The film grossed over $547 million worldwide. Turns out audiences can handle their movies without a spoonful of sugar. His influence on young directors, it's like watching kids discover rock and roll after years of bubblegum pop. Directors like Taylor Sheridan, Yellowstone, and Denis Villeneuve openly credit Eastwood's no BS approach. They've learned that audiences are starving for stories that don't come with a side of virtue signaling.
Are afraid to admit that they may be made a mistake, so it's better to be overly defensive and just say, well, I'm voting for him again. I just tried to give people, when I was at the RNC.
Remember his empty chair speech at the 2012 Republican National Convention? While the media had a meltdown, Clint just shrugged it off. If somebody's dumb enough to ask me to go to a political convention and say something, they're gonna have to take what they get. But let's talk about his most recent middle finger to woke culture, Richard Jewell. The film took aim at media bias and rush to judgment, essentially calling out the same institutions that love to criticize him. When journalists complained about the portrayal of a female reporter, Eastwood's response was peak Clint. If they don't like it, they don't have to watch it.
I just wanted the real people, the real victims of it all, to get some sort of relief that the truth is put out there.
His set rules would give today's HR departments an aneurysm. No phones, no long meetings, no endless discussions about character motivation. Sometimes if you're too careful, you can spend too much time on something that becomes analytical instead of execution, he says. Tell that to directors who spend 6 hours discussing the socio-political implications of a character's breakfast choice. The contrast between then and now is stark. When he made that 1973 Oscar joke, it was considered edgy but acceptable. Today, the same joke generates think pieces about problematic legacy and harmful rhetoric. But here's the brilliant part. Clint's power comes from his complete immunity to such criticism.
And then people can gang up against you for no particular reason, or they have just a small amount of information, and they just run off with it.
You can't cancel someone who never bent the knee to begin with. While other Hollywood veterans are apologizing for decades-old comments, Eastwood keeps pushing boundaries. $1 Million Baby tackled euthanasia. Letters from Iwo Jima showed W. from the Japanese perspective. The Mule featured an 88-year-old drug runner. Try pitching those to a modern studio without triggering a sensitivity review. His impact on cinema goes beyond just content. Eastwood pioneered the idea that directors don't need to coddle their audience. I don't believe in pessimism, he says. If something doesn't come up the way you want, forge ahead. If you think it's going to rain, it will.
The people in your life, you thought, man, I need to make a film about this.
Not until I read the whole story, the way he designed it, and the fact that he did kind of a spiritual take without making it necessary.
Young actors who work with him often describe it as a culture shock. No warm-up exercises, no group hugs, just show up, know your lines, and deliver. It's like working with Mount Rushmore, one actor said. He expects you to be professional and do your job. What a concept. The irony? While critics paint him as a relic, his films consistently tackle contemporary issues. Immigration in Gran Torino, false accusations in Richard Jewell, media bias in Sully. These aren't exactly topics from the 1950s Western playbook.
The cultural thing, it expresses embarrassment or insecurity. It's not that they're laughing at you or anything.
You people are nuts.
But what really drives the woke mob crazy is his success. At 94, when most directors are receiving Lifetime Achievement Awards and making safe documentaries, Eastwood is still out there pushing buttons. And his films make money. Turns out there's still an audience for stories that don't come with a side of moral lecturing. His secret? It's in something he once told a nervous actor. Tomorrow is promised to no one. While Hollywood ties itself in knots trying to please everyone, Eastwood just keeps telling his stories, his way. No focus groups, no sensitivity readers, no apologies.
Well, I liked the character because he's a guy who, I like playing the character because he's a guy who's old school, he's from another generation, he's haunted by some of the things in his past, but he's also, he talks to people in a way that people used to talk.
Well, I think you're an overeducated 27-year-old version.
That's what makes him Hollywood's last true rebel. In an industry built on popularity and peer approval, Eastwood's only loyalty is to the story he wants to tell. He's like that old leather jacket that just gets better with age, while everything else falls apart in the wash. So here we are in 2024, and Clint Eastwood is still standing tall. No apologies, no backtracking, no carefully worded statements from his publicity team. Just a man who made a career out of telling it like it is, whether you like it or not.
Hey, you did two things wrong. One is you asked a question, and two is you asked another question. This kind of certainty comes but just once in a lifetime.
Every gun makes its own tune.
An accident is fate. Murder is evil.
Maybe that's why he's lasted so long in an industry that eats its own. While others chase trends, Eastwood chases truth. While others apologize, he doubles down. And while others walk on eggshells, he stomps through Hollywood in boots that have kicked more ass than most action stars' entire careers. In the end, perhaps his greatest contribution isn't any single film or performance. It's showing that you can survive, even thrive, in Hollywood without surrendering to the mob. As he once said, I have a very strict gun control policy. If there's a gun around, I want to be in control of it.
And he did a beautiful job
He did
with
a
it.
fine job. No, I love the guy. No, seriously. Bolt, no. I say that because he's like, it's like, guess what? Mount Rushmore just came down from South Dakota, and you're working for him now.
Replace gun with story, and you've got Clint's entire philosophy. In a world of endless apologies and careful statements, he remains the last man standing who truly controls his narrative. As Hollywood continues its endless cycle of apologies and outrage, Clint Eastwood remains unshakable, a living testament to an era when storytelling trumped sensitivity. If you enjoyed this deep dive into cinema's last true rebel, smash that like button and subscribe for more untold stories about Hollywood's most fascinating
Sorry about that, bros. Sorry about that, bros. Time to yeah. Well, bros. We I don't know.